Okay, this is ridiculous. It is a bright and early Thursday morning here in Vancouver, and I just woke up, checked my YouTube channel, and saw that we are here with the big 5-0. I'm standing in front of a wall. This has been one of my personal projects that I have been building the past few months here. It's a very big passion project of mine. Trying to put together all of these figurines here. It makes for a nice backdrop. I'm coming to you with hair that's a little bit shorter than last time. Unfortunately, the barber cut it a bit too short in comparison to what I was asking for, but I'm here with a face-to-face vlog for the first time in multiple weeks to talk about numbers. I don't like talking about numbers, but we're talking about numbers. Because right now, on this day, the YouTube channel has hit 50,000 subscribers. And I wanted to come out here, face-to-face, and just talk about what that means. No video game commentary for this one, even though we're going to go back to our regularly scheduled video game commentary programming in a few hours after this video. I just had to come out here and say thank you, because this YouTube channel has been literally the best decision I have ever made to do. If you have been following from the beginning, if you've been following since, let's say, the 2016-17 days, if you had been watching at some point when we did franchise mode Canucks videos, because I do have many people in different walks of life come up to me and say, hey, I watch your videos, I listen to your thoughts about the Canucks, or I watched your GM videos, I watched your video game commentary videos. I have had so many people who have been very kind to give me their acknowledgments on the internet and in real life as to the show that I run and the show that we have allowed to sustain on the internet, to the point that now it's my full-time job. I've been so grateful that I get to do this every single day, that I get to talk about hockey stories, and that I get to talk about the sport that I love in a way that is free and, for the most part, unfiltered. I have to prohibit myself from using certain words because the YouTube algorithm is very particular with that, but for the most part, I can just say what it is that I want to say about the sport that I love, and that is the best job in the world. Maybe aside from actually playing this damn sport, but still, for me, I love to talk anyways, and so this has really been my passion, calling card, passion project, you can say. This process of recording my games, because it's always been a gaming channel. I know people like to get on me and say, hey, I'd rather see your face, I'd rather watch you talk about what it is that you're talking about instead of listening and watching video game footage. And I've said this a bunch over the past few years, but the reason it's like that is because, firstly, I don't need to get myself looking all spiffy. Not even like I'm doing right now. Honestly, I just tossed on a hoodie and just thrown up the camera, but also it's because it's very easy to have a radio-like show formatted programming in order to make these YouTube videos work. But anyways, aside from the video commentary style, I just wanted to go over what all of this means. And I know it doesn't really mean anything new. I've always been here talking about how grateful I am that I have pretty much the best job I could have imagined for myself. I am self-employed. I have most of my income streams coming from the internet, and I am very blessed that I don't have to go to an office. I don't have to answer to some boss. I just have to keep on making videos, and this has been my full-time income for half a decade now. It's a very good source of income for me personally, because I love making these videos, and the compensation is very, very good too. I have a really, really grateful life, and I have every single one of you 50,000 people to thank for that. Heck, even more than 50,000 people. We get hundreds of thousands of views on this channel a month, and 50,000 subscribers is literally just the precipice of what we have accomplished here on the internet. And I like to think about it in the same way that Sam or Extras thought about it 10 years ago, because if you remember, I was a very big video game Call of Duty fan who loved watching Call of Duty YouTubers. That's why I do the show that I do in the style that I do, because I'm trying to emulate what I was watching all those years ago. I used to make Call of Duty videos too, but when I think about 50,000 people, I think of 50,000 people in a room. I think of 50,000 people in one stadium. I think of 50,000 people collected in a field. And every single one of those people is subscribed to this channel. They thought that there was enough value in this channel to click that subscribe button because they wanted to get notified, or not necessarily notified. They wanted to see when a new piece of content would come out on this channel. And that is just, wow, that's just mind-blowing to me that enough people all over the world care enough about this show that they want to do that. And we have more than 50,000 people that view these videos every single week, and that means a lot to me too. Even if you don't go out there and necessarily subscribe, if you just interact with the content, you give it a click, or you give it a listen, or you watch something for a little bit, even if you leave a nasty comment, anybody who interacts with this channel, I am so grateful for, because to take a page out of Clay Emu's book, you could literally be doing anything else with your time. You could be listening to anybody else. You could be consuming any other kind of content. You could be watching a movie. You could be reading a book. You could be playing a video game. You could be doing anything else with your time, but instead you decide to click on our videos. Maybe part of that is because of how hard I like to clickbait, but still, there are things that somebody in my position has to do in order to have a sustainable income. I've talked about this in the past, but the clickbaity titles, they work. It's why we do them. It's why every YouTuber, to some capacity, does them. Maybe I'm a little bit worse than others. But anyways, just to finish things off here, I wanted to just give some more gratitude, because the first YouTube video that I made that had hockey thoughts on it was actually all the way back in 2012. It was in June of 2012, 13 years ago, when an 11-year-old me at the time wanted to give my thoughts on the Vancouver Canucks 2011-12 season. And that was a really long-winded video. I'll actually leave a link in the description if you want to listen to it yourself. It was on Call of Duty gameplay, and I essentially spoke about how I thought the Canucks stunk because they played Luongo too much in the playoff series against the Kings in 2012 instead of playing Schneider. But that is where we were. That is where I was as a hockey fan and a hockey commentator, so to speak. And now, 12 years later, 13 years later, we are here in 2025, 50,000 subscribers, the majority of them coming for the hockey content and not the Call of Duty gameplay content. So my mind will forever be blown. I will always be grateful to be in this spot to entertain you lovely people with my words, with my ideas, and to have fun conversations in the comments section as well. Just to end things off here, because I know some of y'all might be asking about this this wall here. I have been really into the reaction figures lately, and as a result, I have been kind of, just building things up here. I've always had some of the higher scale figures hanging up here on the wall and the ceiling, but as of late, I really started to get into the smaller scale because they are more affordable nowadays than some of the NECA and Marvel Legends that are coming out today as well. But this has been one of my passion projects as of late, and for a guy who loves horror movies, oh yeah, there's a reason why we are getting all the Universal love in there. Dracula, Invisible Man, Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, The Mummy, Hunchback, Nosferatu. Not everything there is Universal, but still, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about whatever it is you want to talk about. Whether it's this channel or whatever. I know there are going to be a lot of people that are going to recommend me to do something different with the show, or that I clickbait too much, or that nobody wants to watch video game commentaries. People are going to be whatever. They're going to say whatever it is they want. And I encourage that. I'm not going to say that that ruins my day or anything, because it really doesn't. I'm happy that people are free to express what it is that they want to express in any capacity. So Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I'm very, very grateful to reach 50,000 subscribers. Who knows, maybe by the time this video is uploaded, that 50 goes back down to 49.9, and then maybe it goes down to 48.8 because people realize how annoying I am and they don't want to stick around anymore. Who knows? But obviously, with this small piece of time having the 50K, I am so very excited, so very happy, so very grateful. So all I have to say is thank you. Thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.